Let's see. Much. Ooh, and I have high density now, and I haven't. Flash sheet. Not when I select other. Does it mean they don't want housing there, or they do something?
How did the cheesecake turn out?
Hi, chicken. It was really good. I ate some a couple hours ago. I put it in the fridge yesterday and I forgot about it. Like, I didn't have time to cut it this morning anyways before I went to the doctor. Then I came home and I was just sitting in the kitchen and all of a sudden remembered it, and I'm like, oh, like I know exactly what I'm gonna do right now. This is pretty yummy. How are you doing, chicken?
Oh yeah, how was the doctor's too?
It was pretty good actually. So my knee is uh part of my kneecap broke off, but it's the piece is just at the side of my kneecap. Like he said it's a soft tissue area between like where the kneecap and some of the tendons are. So he said it should be fine just staying there. He said once I start using my knee again, if it ends up being a problem, they'll just have to operate and take it out. But he said that's really unlikely. So in my upper leg bone, the part of it that they said is fractured, which is why I haven't been putting weight on my knee, because people told me not to. The nurse at the first place I went to told me not to, and then when I came up here, my regular doctor told me also to not put weight on it. Well, that, he said they called, the guy I saw today, he's an actual orthopedic doctor. He said that they called that a fracture, but it's kind of an indent. He said, like, I guess my kneecap hit that bone and just kind of like made a little indentation in the side of it. And he said it's not like structural. So it did bruise the bone up. So the bone has been like, I guess, swollen in my, or sore in my knee has swollen up. But he said there's no reason not to put weight on it because of that. So I could have been walking on it like a few weeks ago if I, or been trying to walk on it a few weeks ago if I had known that. Because he said I tore some tendons that hold my kneecap in place, like tore them a little bit because my kneecap slid over.
So part of your kneecap broke off?
Yeah, just like a little piece. Like it dislocated, went to the side of my knee. So basically what I did was, and I guess it hit the other bone and kind of broke it a little bit. Or either the other bone hit my lower leg bone or something. Because I think my whole knee, like when my kneecap went sideways, I think my whole knee, like, bent sideways, you know, like a direction that is not supposed to bend. So who knows what hit what. But like he said I tore some tendons that hold my kneecap into place, but he said they were probably healed up within the first 2 weeks enough that it wouldn't hurt them walking on it. So basically I could have been walking on it for like 2 weeks now. But if I had been able to get an MRI done sooner and gotten to see a
maybe next time
orthopedic
don't
doctor.
Fall.
So now the only problem is I've gone so long without using my knee that my muscles don't know how to work. Like, I can put weight on my leg, but I can't move my leg, like, all the way. Like, I tried today. Like, my brain thinks, like, okay, move, move, move. And then if I focus long enough, my muscles will start, like, finally moving my leg. But it's so freaking much effort just to get it to do anything. So, I'm going to physical therapy to get my leg to work again. And once that happens, I should be good. So he said it's really, really, really unlikely that that piece of bone will be a problem. So I shouldn't have to have surgery. I just got to teach my leg muscles how to function again. And it's still swollen up enough that my knee has a problem bending all the way straight. So he told me to ice it every day, or ice it a bunch, and keep it up on pillows or something at night, which I've been doing most of the time anyways. So he said if I can get the swelling to go all the way down where it'll actually bend, and if the physical therapy helps me, that should teach me how to use my muscles again, and then I should be good. So I have a follow-up appointment with him in 6 weeks, and he said that he never wanted to see those crutches again that I walked in on. And it was really funny the way he said it. He said he never wanted to see the crutches again that I walked in on, and that, I better be walking in with just my legs in 6 weeks.
Haha, at least he is being honest.
Yeah, because he said that, unless that bone gets in the way...
Sounds like a good doctor.
He said if I can't walk in 6 weeks because my muscles don't work, it's because I didn't try to actually do the physical therapy and stuff. So that's why he's like... He got me to move my leg today, and I was having a really hard time moving it, but I finally got it to move a little bit, and he's like, good. And he's like, see, I just want you to believe that you can move it. And he's like, there's nothing wrong with your knee that we can't fix, that you can't fix by just trying to move it. He's like, you just gotta, like, believe that it can move, and you'll get it to move. So I guess that's why he told me that he didn't want to see my crutches again. He looked at the MRI and stuff before he came into the room, and when he came into the room,
means you can play DDR.
He told me that I shouldn't still be using crutches. After he told me a little bit about my knee, and he's like, you really shouldn't be still using crutches this far on from the injury with how it is. And I'm like, well, the walk-in clinic and the doctor told me not to put weight on it, so I wasn't. He's like, oh, okay. And well, that makes sense. And he's like, well, I want you to start walking on it today as much as you can. And he's like, try not to use the crutches unless you just have to. Play DDR? No, because my leg still doesn't function. 1,000 people. Wait, am I kept out in schools again? Almost. Oh wait, let's see. I was gonna build more houses anyways, so I should put this. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to have knee surgery and it'd be like 2 more months. I feel like there's a really good chance that I'll be able to walk like by next week. 'Cause I think I can get my muscles working again without physical therapy. I guess I need the physical therapy anyways to try to maybe strengthen my leg where it doesn't dislocate again. But even if, say, the physical therapy place couldn't get me in this week, so now that I know I can actually
Well, if you didn't have an MRI or anything when you went in the walk-in clinic at the time, they prob said to use crutches as worst-case scenario, to not put weight on it in case you did break something.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did a. I mean, I did break something. So, but like, the walk-in clinic just did X-rays and told me not to put weight on it until I could see a doctor. And they, weren't thinking that it would be like, 3 weeks before I could see a doctor either. And then the nurse I saw at the walk-in clinic called me back that day once the X-ray report got in and said that it said I had a plot. Uh, what? How did they word it? Probable fracture of my upper leg bone. I forgot what it's called. Which technically, I guess it's the broken part of it. It is a fracture, but the doctor said today it's not like a fracture like the bone part of the way broken in half or something. It's just the very outside of it. It's like an indention basically. Like, so he said it's not actually structural, but if you don't know which part of the bone it is and you don't like, my regular doctor up here showed me the x-ray, like he was looking over the x-rays with me and it's like I can't really tell like if in the fracture, and he said well he couldn't really tell either, like some of that stuff could be a fracture and some of it couldn't. So I mean, I guess even if you have x-rays, if the x-ray tech says it's a probable fracture, then you're just going to tell someone not
Sounds
to
like they
put weight
can't
on
really
your...
do much beside let it wait and heal on its own.
Yeah, like even the bone that fractured, even if it had like broken in two, like the fracture wasn't at the edge, it was like going through it. If those aren't that bad, all they do is just let them heal on their own. And if they're bad where they just actually break all the way apart, then the only thing what they do is they put pins in it and screw the bone back together so it can heal up. But like if it's still, like if it fractures and it's still touching where it can heal up, that's supposedly what they do. From me reading about them on the internet, at least, is they just tell you, they put you in like a knee immobilizer or whatever, where your knee can't bend, and tell you not to walk on it and just let it heal up.
The
It's just,
body is so fascinating how it can heal itself.
yeah. It's just, they didn't know how that fracture was, so even my regular doctor said, well, if they said it's a fracture, then... He said it looked fine to him, but he said, well, if they said it's a fracture, like the x-ray tech, then it might be a fracture, and he said, like, if you put a weight on it, you could break it more and then have to get pins in your knees or something, so he said it's better just to keep weight off of it until I get an MRI done and get a orthopedic doctor to look at it, which makes sense. So I mean, everybody with the information they knew told me like not putting weight on it makes sense. That's a lot better than breaking a fracture and it becoming a big break and having to like put pins in your knee or knee replacement or some crap. Make something that could have healed up by itself into something worse. But um, yeah, if I had just paid out of pocket in Tennessee to get a MRI done and had an orthopedic doctor look at me there, I guess I could have been, my leg could have already been better by now, because they could have told me like, oh, like, whatever, like you tore some tendons, don't walk on it for like 2 weeks or something, and then go
My
see
mom had
somebody
double knee
again
replacement a few years ago.
in Washington. And yeah, and like my main problem now, well, I guess the main problem is the swelling. My next main problem is my muscles have forgotten how to work. Well, if I hadn't been not using my little knee for the whole last month, if I had only not used it for 2 weeks, my probably wouldn't need physical therapy as bad. Double knee replacement. That sounds awful. I would assume they replace one at a time, so you can like... Man, this like backs up the road with people just trying to get in and out of the parking. I shouldn't have it so close to the intersection with them all being this full. I would assume they do maybe like one at a time, so you can walk on the other one, or maybe just both of them at the same time to get them done with, and then you just are wheelchair bound. I will put elementary school one there, put one line right there, and I haven't done any dense or any high
Yeah, one at
residential.
a time, a year apart, but only because it was during COVID.
Oh, I see. Dang. So normally they do them like together? Oh, these are going to be tall buildings. That's a big crane. They don't want very much. Oh, yep, that went all the way down. Doing.
Otherwise, she would have done both at the same time to get it over with.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It might be more rough doing them both at the same time, but then you just get it over with and don't have to deal with it anymore. Because I guess it's probably not that much worse having one leg.
Plus one less time going under for surgery.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to deal with not having one good leg, but like you already can't walk really with having one of them replaced. So I guess you can just get them both done and only have to go under for surgery once and all of that. I cut that road off because I took it off of that picture. I never. I don't know. Oh, my water. Additional pump. 7%. Nice. Way those are sloped. Probably once they build, I'll leave in. Might as well go. Oh, goodness, I forgot about how. The one right beside the. Alright, have plenty of capacity. College. Tech University. Oh my goodness, it's massive. Oh, I could fit right there if I got rid of the dump faster. Park fit. Room for it here? Oh, right between that and the interstate. There is.
So I did a thing.
Oh? What's this thing? Is it something like installing Beat Saber? Possibly?
No.
Oh. Well, what other kind of thing? Technically. Oh my goodness, this is huge too. Do I even have 80 people eligible? 70. I actually check. Hmm.
I have a thin client and was able to download Windows 10 and USC on it, and now I want to build my own homemade SDVX cab.
But what's a thin client? I am probably stupid for not knowing that, but I haven't. Oh, I didn't think about that. I could have put the university. Downloaded Windows 10 and I went to build my own homemade SDVX cab. That would be pretty cool. Oil refinery. Oh, well, I have some oil wells, so maybe I need a refinery. Uh-oh. They want the road against, like, right there. Alright, time to bulldoze. Got it.
Basically enough of a computer to be connected to a server for an end user within that server.
The 4-lane road. Basically, enough of a computer. Oh, I see.
Imagine like a Raspberry Pi.
I made both of those ugly looking. That's a little better. Lazy. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So it's like just something very, very like basic like that kind of, and that's all you need to run SCVX. Sure. But it's doing it really slow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Really actually have some skyscrapers, and they're building a few more. Cool, you should do it. That seems like it'd be cool. Get why, like, this has park access and this doesn't. There's
Except
something
it
weird
had
about
only
how
a
the parks
16
and the
GB
roads
SATA
work. I think
M.2
it's
drive in it,
glitched.
and that's what I used to install Windows on. I only have like 3 GB of usable storage left.
Oh, so that's not really enough for SCVX. Weren't the songs more than 3 gigabytes? That seems like it could be problematic. Well, that has gone up a lot since I built that.
Just uninstall Windows.
Yeah, just uninstall Windows. Hi, Funks. You can just uninstall Windows and just install SDVX instead. Wait, what is it?
What do you call a hot dog in a sweater? A chili dog. Meowdy.
I just
I'll delete
saw
System
this.
32.
Oh, sorry, Meowdy. I didn't think about I said hi instead of Meowdy. Chili dog. Oh no. I just know why did it put my college in the ground. Like it slopes right here. So it slopes from the road down. I'm confused about why it did this. Is it supposed to be sloped like that? I guess so. So it just has to put it in the ground. Oh. The road's not level. Maybe it put it. Oh. Tried to line it up for the road here. That is so weird. Yeah, just delete System 32. That'll give you plenty of space. There's no how.
I more download Windows on this thin client I already had along with USC to test and see if it's actually possible. I can get a more powerful one with more storage for under $50.
Ah, okay. So you can just, yeah, that's just to see if it's possible, and then if it is, you can go. You can make sure it's possible before you go waste $50. Oh, this makes a lot of traffic. I guess because there's so many people that live in each.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend money on hardware if it wasn't even
This
possible in the first place.
2-lane road's actually not going to be able to handle it. It seems like. Well, it's definitely not when people turn around on the middle of the road like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Why are people
So now I
driving up
just
here
need a
and
better
turning
thin client and
around,
build a cab now.
making the traffic really bad? Oh yeah, I guess since you know it's possible. And build a cab. That seems annoying, but I guess maybe fun too. Like that would probably be a lot of fun to figure out how to do it and stuff. Oh, 16 students at the tech university now too.
I want to do like a bar
Nice.
top style cab.
Bar top style cab. I don't actually know. Is that just like a flat, like a bar, and you put like a table kind of with a screen mounted to it, and then you put the controller like right there above the screen? Oh, but I guess the screen wouldn't be mounted to it like a monitor sitting on it. You'd have like it come up and the screen be encased like yeah, like a cab, like an arcade. Oh goodness. Building these just wrecked my traffic. Oh, it's backing up the whole city. Just people trying to get down this one road. I mean, it would be fine if people actually, didn't just stop like that and try to U-turn in the road.
You know those 1-up arcade cabinets? Someone converted one of those to a mini SDVX cab.
Up arcade cabinets. Now, let me. I don't know if I've ever seen. Oh, okay. So someone got one of those and interesting. Just converted it to DVX cab. I think after a while, when the traffic decides to stop turning around on the road, all this will clear out. So I'm just going to leave it for now. It's going to back the whole interstate up. I guess that is fine. But how are you doing tonight, Funks? I don't think I asked. Was industrial stuff I wanted.
I sent you a vid on Discord.
Okay. That chemical plant that I never made yet.
Doing alright, just chillin'. How's the city optimizing?
Pretty good, I think, at least. Did I try to put the
I want to
oil
do something similar but a little bigger and that I can use my
I can put
existing
it right on
controller.
here. Well, that thing's kind of large. All right, let me look at the video so I know what you're talking about. There. Now I have oil wells over there, and I have my very own refinery here now. Yes. Down here in the polluted part of the city. Yeah, it doesn't. All right. Let me look at the video. Yeah, city building's going pretty good. I hadn't played it in a few days because I played let's see, I did a baking stream yesterday, and then did I play? Oh, yeah, the day before is when we played I mixed the last few days up. Was it the day before or the day before that when we played Halo? Dang it. This week has been so weird. Oh, okay. So that's
I think
like
that was Sunday.
That was Sunday. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. And then Monday was the. Oh no, wait. Sunday was we did the watch party thing. So it must have been Monday because I think it was the day after that. And that's yeah. Hi, fish. Yeah, this is a really, really small, like, it's not a stand-up one like the arcade cabinets. You just sit it on, like, a desk or a table, and it's a really small SDVX cab, so you just want to do something like that. So the bottom of it would be about the same
Oh
size as
wait,
your
it was
controller.
Monday, forgot I took that day off. You right.
Oh, that makes sense, because, yeah, I remember it wasn't the weekend, because you said you had streamed, like, 9 hours that day, and I never said anything, but I was curious, like, huh, did he just, like, have today off or something? And it's like, because I thought one time, I'm like, was it a holiday or something? Because I figured, like, you know, you wouldn't be able to stream 9 hours on a work day. I thought about it one time and just, like, never asked or anything. Wasn't sure if I should, should or not, or if it'd be rude.
Fish.
How is Fish doing? And so I go
You can
through
throw shit
power
FFS.
pretty fast. Still nighttime, and I've I guess just half my battery capacity.
Bassoon.
Dang it, I've been forgetting to call him Bassoon tonight. How's the traffic up here? Wow. Oh wait, it's backed up here. Oh my goodness.
We're civilized monkeys though, so make sure it's packaged well enough so it doesn't splatter. Keck.
Gosh. Oh, that helped the traffic a lot.
I'm doing
'cause
alright. Just laying in bed thinking about
instead
sleep.
of everyone backing up here, a lot of them are driving up here and going down both these roads. Awesome. That fixed that. Now if the interstate can just get unscrewed up from backing up through here, I'll be good. Lying in bed thinking about sleep? Oh, I see. Like you haven't decided what you think about sleep? If you want to sleep or not?
You are at the right place. We are just watching paint dry.
That is true, yeah. It might put you to sleep pretty well.
Hello, fish.
Why do these buildings look like that? These over here have like
Hey Fonks, carrot.
frame roofs. Did I do the wrong? They're European style row houses. What I did. That's what they are. Hmm. Alright. I should... I was going to back before when I messed with train stuff and all I ever did was this. I need to get some way from people to get from here down to here where all the jobs are other than just a freeway. Like I made another road that a tiny bit of traffic's taking, but they all just get on the freeway and stops moving. The easiest thing to do is probably run a subway. I thought about putting a passenger station down here. It'd be easy. Up here if I want to do that. Guess I could finish this freeway. Come over here. Ooh, have a passenger station. It makes sense. I have to make some more exits. They're all getting on and off going out of town that way. There'd be no way for people in town to get across the bridge. Won't be too hard.
Ah, I see you are still creating more crimes against city planning.
More crimes against city planning? What do you mean? Train station. Alright.
You still have an extremely disconnected city, D.
Oh, like right here? Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure the pollution is all down here and not up here killing people, except for that. Oh, that reminds me. It's not emptying very fast. I was going to get rid of it because this is overloaded. I think why. I need to build, I think, another recycle center or maybe a incineration plant. But I think from what I read on Reddit, the incineration plants are bugged and they don't actually get rid of trash. Those are expensive.
This is Oregon and how far they want to be away from Portland KEKW.
Oh, goodness. Is this Portland? This obviously has to be Portland down here. I've heard Portland's really shitty and this is all polluted and, you know. Well, I don't know. I've heard Portland's really like Seattle, like just freaking I don't know, trashy or whatever.
Yay, a great representation of Portland.
Oh, so there's one truck going to get garbage.
I haven't spent much time there, but Portland does feel pretty industrial to me.
Oh, so this might be pretty accurate then. Nice, nice. Have builds kind. Oh, that is a big wreck. Oh gosh. This is a 2-lane road. How was there a pileup this large? Like, I could see on the freeway, there's a car way over there. 8? motorcycle and 7 cars and oh, 2 motorcycles and 6 cars. And massive like pile up. I think. Huh. Oh, the interstate's just freaking here from people trying to change lanes. And it got so backed up.
Maybe
it
there
might
were a
take
couple
it forever
speedsters?
to get unbacked up. That's what I was wondering when I saw the motorcycles, because motorcycle people are. These don't look like crotch rockets. They look like not people that. I mean, you never know. Actually, some people get like crazy on their Harleys, something. So, and then small cars like this, people like smart cars. Smart car people can never drive. So that's what I would guess. It looks like there's 3 smart cars and 2 motorcycles. That or 4 smart cars. That makes it,
The only good thing
very
about Portland is
questionable
Powell's
seeming to me.
bookstore. I would say Voodoo Donuts, but there is supposed to be one in Seattle.
Supposed to be one? Oh, like you've just never been to it? Powell's bookstore. Powell's bookstore. I've never heard of that. Wow, this is all mostly built
That
out.
reminds me, apparently there was an 11-car
Crazy.
pileup about 2 to 3 blocks from my house a few weeks ago.
Dang. Just 2 or 3 weeks. Like 11 car? Like on the interstate? Or did they all wreck on a city street somehow? Maybe they're... I've never seen a big pileup on like a city street. The only time I've ever seen a pileup is on the interstate, and that's like when it's like foggy or something and someone wrecks, and then
It's a giant, I think, 4 or 5 story
ram
bookstore.
into them before
It's a giant,
they,
I think, 4 or 5 buttery butt store.
see
Carrot.
the wreck.
It was on the off-ramp of an interstate.
Giant... Wait. A 4 or 5 buttery butt store. Oh, so chicken wants to get a butt store. Off ramp of an interstate. Oh, I could see that, I guess. Maybe the ramp backed up a lot and people are like plowing off the interstate onto the off ramp to get off and just plow into the people in front of them.
There's a biscuit joke obviously waiting there, a Meg.
Wait, what? I might not understand. I am stupid sometimes.
I do not feel like explaining, but I thought you were old enough for this SMH.
Oh no. You don't feel like explaining, that's okay. Biscuit joke, huh? I'm assuming it was from what Chicken said. Giant 4 or 5 or butt spot. You would be surprised. As far as
Ye butt spot.
you
A Meg is
said,
too innocent to understand.
I don't get chicken. People say that a lot or something, especially chicken and I don't know. That's what I was getting at. You would be surprised. I feel like every time anyone comes up with anything and says that is something freaking sexual or something, and I don't ever get stuff like that because I guess maybe I am too innocent. or loot or something. You know, got to be something like that. Oh goodness, this road. Oh, it's people
I
trying to
feel
come in
like you
from the
have to
other
explain
town.
now, Funks. D.
It's probably fun. I mean, I don't know. That seems like an awkward type of thing to explain. Possibly. Depends. I'm just saying that, but I don't
Butter in those
actually know.
biscuits.
Oh no. I think I Wait, what? It's a giant. Oh, what? Because buttery is like butter. But oh gosh. Okay. I guess I get it now. Kind of. I just. I guess I just don't think about. I'm just don't think about stuff. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how often. It seems like it happens a lot where people make jokes and I just don't get them. And then I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I didn't get that. Might be emptying faster now. Oh, what? Oh no, what happened here? People started stopping in the road again, and it looks like probably turning around in the middle of the road. I don't know why this is happening. And it's backing up through town. And guess that's backing up to there. Yeah, this
Not
road.
really. Mackin the joke was more disappointed you didn't take the opportunity.
Oh, I see. No, I just definitely wouldn't think about. I just wouldn't even like get the joke or think about making the like taking the opportunity. I'm just, you know, too lame, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Respect people waiting. I guess because there's so many people going across crosswalk, the cars can't get through. Man. Oh, this is backed up because there's just more people stopped in the road. Not backing up on the interstate. Oh, but I guess clearly I have some traffic problems with people trying to get back and forth across town. Just on certain roads. Oh yeah, train station, train station. That might fix the traffic. Keep getting distracted. Or I could do a subway. How much does it cost to unlock a subway? 4 points. Plenty. Oh, tram. I have to first. Are rail vehicles that carry passengers inside the city. I don't know if I understand what the difference between a train and a tram is. For tracks. Because aren't trams on tracks? Yeah, it says rail vehicles. Are trams like the buses that are on rails? Like with the rails going through the streets? Look them and find out. Tram tracks can be flexibly built on top of existing streets as well as standalone networks. Oh. Tram depot. Oh.
Not sure what defines a tram.
So it looks like you can have tram tracks just on top of a street or like so you can have them like cruise around someplace and then go right on the road. Did I actually build anything right there? I feel like I was putting them on the road, but I don't. Are there roads or tram tracks?
A tram is usually kinda like a bus, but on train tracks. They also aren't limited to just roads though.
How do you fit tram tracks on the road? Oh, jeez. I don't know. Well, I need a tram depot anyways if I'm going to have trams.
Oh haha, they have those at the Tacoma area.
I thought they did had some like buses or something on rails or I guess tram. Yeah, I don't know where I want to put a tram on roads right now, so you put one up and down. I don't know, one of these roads are busy. But I haven't set up any bus lines either. So I think I'll continue with my train or either subway. Seems like a tram wouldn't be a good thing to get people from there all the
SF
way
has
to
them too.
here. Like back and forth like that. Maybe I'll just go subway route like I did in the other game. That seems like a pretty good thing. Although, I guess if I have train tracks, really should probably be down here. I don't have. I'd have to have the tracks curve. Build it right out here. Getting away, yeah. I guess I could have tracks come off to a station and go back and have these run in tracks. Or I could put it right over here. Oh, and have a road going over the interstate over to here or something. And people, I guess, would have to walk all the way down here then.
In
I
the
still
late
need subway.
1800s, early 1900s, they were all over the place and were the predominant form of transportation in cities.
Oh, okay. Like instead of bus, I guess they didn't have buses, so they'd have like trams and stuff instead. Have trains lined up to get to here. Very popular.
Kinda.
Subway yard. Had to be above ground. Oh, it requires road. Yep, I get that. Where would I want to put a subway yard in this? Here? There? Be right down here, and then have the subway go like through your place. Push to the roads. It could go sideways if you're beside the power plant. Ooh, or just have it right here beside the draw yard. I actually don't see any reason.
The car companies ended up buying all of the tram lines up and tore them out to make way for cars. Later, buses were invented to fill the gap left by trams.
Ew. Oh, so like trams were like before when people used like horse and wagons and crap, like before actual cars. So I guess people in cities you wouldn't just have like country. I guess people would use horses and like, stuff, and in the cities use trams a lot. And then they just made them in their roads.
Pretty much.
Or too high. Nope. River. Figure out how did the station go? Oh, overground subway station.
Trams used to be pulled by horses before engines became more common.
Subway station. All right. Oh, I see. Okay. Guess that makes sense. Those roads by that much.
I didn't come here for a history lesson. Where's the trolley problems? A Meg, I'm on one track, and chicken and fish are on the other. Who do you save?
Put it in. Way that stuff.
D.
Meg, I'm on one track and chicken and fish are on the other. Who do I save? Oh no, don't make me choose that.
The only track I'm on is the trolley.
Damned. No, I put the road back. Screwed it up. I need it further away so I can go underground after this. Unless I put another station up here, like.
Oh, so you're driving now. The odds aren't different. Chicken's just killing one or both of us.
Golly. Uh-oh. So now chicken just is gonna kill one of you? Instead of me having to decide?
But Funks, don't you want to learn about the fucked up history of the car industry and pub transit?
Wow, that went way into the hill.
No.
No. I probably should make all this underground. Cause... Oh wait, no wait. The other tracks come from over there. Shoot. Oh, that didn't connect. Dang it. Mm. I don't know why I thought it'd be cool to have an overground station, but it seems like really dumb. It's being so hard getting these under the roads. What? Oh, well that's one way. It comes out of the ground and then it runs in it. Here. Is this down in? Man, the way this game puts stuff in hills some is weird, especially compared to the other one. Station there. That one, I really have no clue how close together to put the station. He upgraded with stations.
Meowdy?
Oh, both of them say that. Meowdy. Hi VGM. Or Meowdy VGM.
Hey VGM carrot carrot. Hey fish. Hey butt.
Not below the station?
Hey butt.
Heck. Overlapping item. Like. Oh, is it not actually connected to that? Alright. Connecting stuff in this game, I don't understand the way it looks underground is weird. Compared to like the other game. Oh. Go under what rivers? Way down. Right. Station there, station there, station there. Oh, it is on very edge because
Meowdy.
I haven't disappeared. Game's fault. As soon as I figure out, hi Diablo. I hope you don't mind being called. I don't know. How do I actually pronounce your name? Per
Kinda slur it all together. Mostly ignore the first L.
So mostly sus. Coloru. Coloru. I am horrible at reading, anyways. D-O so. A ca.
Corilu.
Corilu. Was that right? I'm freaking horrible at reading. Like I wouldn't know how to pronounce my freaking Amegwin. So it's like sometimes I raid people and they get my name wrong, and I'm just like thinking like it is completely understandable. I would get my
See
name
if
wrong
TTS
too.
says it right this way too. Corilu. Yeah, both ways, how it said just now and how it said for what Phoenix typed.
Poorly. Oh, okay. Nice. Anyways, how's it going? No, I.
Going alright, heckin' late for me though.
Oh, I see. Huh. It is, I guess, kind of is, isn't it? I feel like when I have seen you on lately, like it's been, like much earlier in the day. I am, people call this paint drying.
Diablo
So,
don't hate me PLZ but
boring.
Colrelu for me triggered the Coltrane response. OMG LTT playing BS.
Wait, is he really, like, streaming it? I hadn't seen him stream it in a while,
Pepe
I feel
gun.
like. Font? I don't know this.
Yeah, figured as much, guess I'll die. Yeah, it's 12:44 a.m. for me though.
Oh, so you're an hour ahead of me. Oh, yeah, because you, I think you said you live in, like, Utah or someplace around
Mountain
there now.
time.
Yeah, Mountain Time area. I
Yep,
remembered that.
Utah.
Ah. Nice.
AKA wrong time zone.
Wrong time zone?
True, the correct time zone is AKT.
AKT. I don't even know which. Is that Alaska?
Alaska time.
Okay. There's. I'm. That. Oh, I don't have it. The pipes here and down there aren't connected. Right, hold on. Could try to connect them and just let, because I have extra capacity in there, if it'll pump it all the way down. Or I could buy one of these. Oh, there it goes. Heck yeah. Now my sewage from here is getting pumped all the freaking way down here to the river. Seems inefficient. I should get rid of this one. Stop polluting the river, like, in my city. I can just, like, do that and kill whoever's downriver. Or make them deal with it. Oh, goodness. Right now I'm gonna go. Oh, I probably could have moved. Oops. Well. Oh, anyways, how's it going? I haven't seen you. I haven't seen. I've seen you on I think Fox's stream and Fifi's stream. I guess like some lately, but I don't think I've seen you here for a while. I feel like I hadn't seen you anywhere for a while, and I've seen you the last few days. Huh? There's a lot more
Yeah, it's
traffic
been a
using
bit.
this road now. People getting sick of like the interstate backing up and going in and out of town this way.
Almost a year, holy shit.
Oh wait,
The
what?
8th of December 22.
Like since you've been here, how do you know the last time you've been somewhere? Fair way to do it on Twitch, and I'm just don't know it.
I always send at least one message. Since I'm mod I can see people's chat history, so I looked at the last day I sent a message.
Oh, duh. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you always send at least one message, so like you wouldn't if you didn't get a message. Or you can just look at last time you sent a message, whatever. And then yeah, know when you well dang. Yeah, I knew didn't think I'd seen you for a while. So it really has been almost a year. Wait, today was the 8th, so it's like 1 month from being exactly a year. That's really funny.
Hasn't felt like it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got a new job since last time, lol.
Oh, I see. Well, new jobs can make stuff feel like totally different too. Why is it?
Was only about 3 months ago, haha.
Oh shoot, the interstate. Gotta go. Okay. I can go under it right there and then see if I can climb up enough to get to the station. Oh, that works. Here. That one. That's not that deep of a river, so I got under there easy. Not that deep here. Oh. Actually connect that. I thought I was on a roll. Actually getting stuff to work. Okay, there we go. Is it all connected? I think so. Now I need to make a route, I guess. You like your new job? This. Oh, on the trains. Go. Guess new jobs are always they're really most of the time like nice or either sucky.
Yeah, same stuff I've been doing, oil changes and other simple things, but now for a Nissan dealer so I can become an actual mechanic soon. A YAYA.
Oh. Oh, so you've been doing that stuff, but not at a dealer, so you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess all change people, you don't have to have anything to do that, basically, right? Like, they'll just hire, like, whoever and
Now I
train them.
actually have opportunity to grow and make more money, and even though I'm doing the same stuff, I'm making more at the new job too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and I guess you could learn how to do more stuff than just oil changes, like, eventually, and stuff.
On the job training is really all you need.
Uh-huh. Oh, for, up that one.
Oh hey, wanna change my oil?
Theoretically, we'll have, if I didn't connect these, I don't know if the train can get, out there. It looks like it can't. Oops. Oh my goodness.
Sure, $50 and I'll get it done in under 15 minutes if I have access to a lift.
Alright, trains. I give you away. Alrighty. I guess trains go around tracks like that in this game. Just like do a U-turn on the tracks. What? This one is doing it too. What the heck?
Less than 50 if you provide the oil and filter.
I made a track here for them to go on. Oh,
Well,
that
I
one.
could do it in
Is
under
that gonna use
15
it?
minutes if I
No.
had access to a lift too.
I guess not like a track person.
4-dimensional railway.
It looks like it would. Oh, this train's just okay. It's just going that way. So it doesn't. Oh, maybe it doesn't have. Oh, they just pulled out and going the other way instead of U-turning.
Done properly in under 15 minutes, poi
Add
poi.
oil and filter. All right, chicken. You just gotta drive your car to someplace in mountain time, and you'll be good.
How can you improperly change your oil? You'd be amazed.
Uh, I mean, I guess you could do lots of stuff like can't see where the track is because of the freaking. Huh? Can the trains go on track set? Sharp. I guess I'll find out. I was gonna just make tracks going
Put the
here and they
wrong
could go
amount in,
both
not
ways,
tighten the drain plug,
but
over
they don't
tighten the
have
drain
single
plug,
tracks
not
that
tighten the
aren't
filter, over
one
tighten the
way.
filter, not lube the filter gasket, double gasket the oil filter, forget the oil filter or drain plug, forget to add oil. The list goes on.
That's what I figured. I'm sure lots of people would do all kinds of things. Like, I've known people that just didn't know they were supposed to check. I do. It's just really long. That was fine. Like I've known people that like didn't know that they needed to check the oil in their car or anything, and just like their car quit running one day, and they're like, "Oh, I called a tow truck because my car quit working, and they just came out and put some oil in it, and it started working again." And I'm just thinking, like, I can't believe you didn't ruin your engine. Like, just letting it not, like, letting it get so low on oil that it stops running. I need to change the batteries for my headset and stuff. There's people that don't even,
For
like,
me, it
basically
takes the
know you
longest to get my ramps and tools out and putting everything back.
put everything back. I usually, when I change oil, I try to just do it in the garage so I don't have to carry everything out in the driveway. So usually the garage, I've like scattered stuff around the floor until I can't get my car in there. And like in the winter, I don't want to change it outside hardly. It's just too cold. So, or if it's raining, and it seems to rain all the time here. So like, for me, the
My
longest
car
is
is
probably
really
trying
easy
to
to
get
change
my
the
car
oil
in
on.
there, and then my ramps are usually just sitting right beside it, and then so you just throw the ramps down there and run the car up on them, get the tools out.
What car?
What car? Me or chicken? I have a Subaru Outback. Oh, it's really, really easy because the oil filter is up under the hood, like on top of the engine, basically, like beside it. It's not up under it. So you can just grab the thing with your hand and untighten it. And it's like upside down too, so the oil doesn't run out when you untighten it.
I have
It's
an
like
old
by far
Camry.
the easiest car I've ever changed oil, because you don't get oil on anything, and you can just like open the hood and you just see the oil filter is sitting there. And I put my other battery in my headset, and I can't get the headset to turn on now.
Osubi is super easy. The only thing I don't like is taking off the drain plug. I always get oil on my hand.
Yeah, because there's only a little hole in the plastic covering, and you have to like you can just get your arm and like a socket up there basically, and undo the drain plug, and you just can't get
Old
your hand out
Toyota
of the
is
way in
also
time.
easy. Everything before when they stopped using screw-on filters primarily.
Be that battery clip.
How else are filters put in place?
I put the old one in, it turns right on. That's lucky. Oh, now it's working. Man, pretty waste.
There are
Backed up, maybe.
canister-style filters where you reuse the
We'll
metal
start
can
using
but replace
Subway.
the filter material each time. So the can is much more durable, typically.
Oh, interesting. I've never had a car that used those. Guess because my city has grown, the traffic. Now people are just trying to. Oh, the interstate's backed up and they're using this road, and this is backed up. They have to be doing some kind of Oh, yep. The cars
But does
combining
it still
into
screw
one
in like the fully
lane.
replaceable ones?
I knew they had to be doing something stupid, for like. Oh, I guess that lane just goes that way. It won't let them.
Kind of different.
I would assume it more like permanently screws in, like because you probably to replace those you probably do you I don't know, do you take the housing off to replace those and put a new filter inside, or do you just replace the filter with it on? Actually, you probably still take it off. It makes most sense. Passengers waiting too. Guess a few people are using the subway. Now you have to get off and walk
There's an
all
example.
around there. Oh, yeah, I wanted to see this.
Oh, I see.
Ah, cool. Doesn't seem like my subway is very busy. Did oh
Yeah,
maybe.
I'll stick with the simple way of just replacing the whole filter.
Huh. A lot of people use taxis.
That's the kind of filter you'd find on some Mopar vehicles, so Dodge, Jeep, and some Fiat by extension.
Ah. This looks busy. At least there seems like a lot of people going down into the station. Oh yeah, 43 people. Maybe they will cut down on
Yeah,
traffic
I'll
some.
stick with Toyota. I'll stick with Nissan, easier than Toyota.
And Nissans are. I thought Nissans were built like garbage though. I thought they were worse than Volkswagens.
Also, I own one.
Or just as bad. Do you actually like
Yes,
Nissans?
they are LMAO.
I have never heard of anybody
No
actually.
VW is worse.
Oh, VW is worse. But what? Nissans are bad too, just not as bad as VW.
Nissans are kinda ugly though. I love Nissan, enough to tell you that Nissan is garbage.
I see.
I never said they were pretty Doge Keck.
I've never had a Nissan. My dad had a Nissan, and he said he would never buy another one because his was tore up so much. And then, my goodness. Where are they? Are all those people trying to get to here? Or they're driving down here too? I have some real traffic problems. I gotta fix at some point at least.
GTR is the only exception. If you ever want to have a Nissan that's bomb-proof and reliable as hell, get any Nissan before 2005 with low mileage. If you get one after 2005, stick with your service intervals to a fucking T. GTR is my dream car.
So they're made worse after like 2005? It's just I've never had like a Honda or a Toyota or anything, and this Subaru I bought is the first Subaru I've ever had. I've had like a Ford, and I've had a Volvo.
Nah, Supra is better.
And I've had a bunch of Volkswagens. And I got used to all of those, and then like my Volvo I had less miles than my Outback has on it.
After 2005 is when Renault started getting involved in Nissan's
and I had
work
to just,
for the better
like,
and worse.
Start replacing everything, like in the front end, like the tie rod ends are worn out and like all kinds of freaking stuff. I'm just used to like cars, you having to like once they get over 100,000 miles, you just have to keep doing everything. And then my Outback has like 140 something thousand miles on it now, a little over that, and I've done nothing to it. Basically, I've done like routine maintenance, and one of the
Supra is okay, super cool to see every time, but it's way overrated.
Like one of the wheel bearings wore out and one side of the back, and I replaced it, and other than that, like nothing has gone wrong on the car. And I'm just like, I just can't believe it. I mean, I know I hear people like Hondas and Toyotas saying they just last forever and you don't have to like work on them a lot and stuff, and Subarus too. And now that I actually have a Subaru, I'm just like, my gosh, this is so crazy compared to like a Volvo or a Volkswagen or something.
Subaru only has a reputation for lasting a long time if you ask Subaru engineers and their marketing team LMFAO.
I've always heard, I've never talked to Subaru engineers really. Like,
if we are talking about overrated, the 350Z and similar line.
Like
buying
Subaru
a Subaru
has this,
with 100k miles is like buying a lottery ticket.
That's not what I've heard. Like, if you read about them on like any place, people talk about Subarus like they do Toyotas and Hondas. Like, I could see certain places, but like, or at least when I read about them before I bought one. Like, I read on Reddit about people talking about cars and read a bunch of reviews about, like,
370Z, and the new 2023Z are neat, but yeah, they get a
all kinds of other
reputation they don't
places.
really have much merit having.
Because, like, there's some cars, like, Nissans, you can't go read about Nissans or Volkswagens without, like, just hearing about how trashy they are. Like, any place, like, basically. And then Toyotas
The Boxer engine is inherently unreliable at high mileage simply due to gravity.
Really? I'd never read that. I did read that people had like
The Nissan I
a
owned a
lot of
while
people
back
had
sucked.
ones that used oil. Nissan I owned a while back sucked. Yeah, my dad owned one Nissan and
That's
it
why they're
sucked.
known for head gaskets blowing.
And I've talked to tons of other people that have Nissans, and like they all sound like they're garbage, pretty much. And I know for sure that Volkswagens are garbage. I know that some people say that they are known for blowing head gaskets, and I just thought that was a bunch of bullcrap. Because just like certain people you talk to that say that, not like
Subaru has
not
such a
like
high
it's a
safety rating
general
because they like crumple zones like no other
or
as
whatever.
well, and by extension they get totaled in accidents very frequently.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe I'm just lucky with mine then. But mine has like I've had to do almost no work to it. Like I've never had like for how old it is, like I've had brand new cars that I didn't have to do work to. But for how old it is, I've never had another car that just like I could just drive and do routine maintenance and it just be perfectly fine. All my parking all down here, this one here on the street with nothing else is the only thing that's not filling
My
up.
Camry is the first and only car I've owned.
Ah.
I want a newer car, but I am waiting for this car to die.
Uh-huh. I think you've said that before and it just like won't die.
So Subaru's engine is flat, the pistons are sideways, there's always gravity pulling the pistons down towards the ground. Over time it wears the bottom side of the block, creating fault points for the head gasket, eventually causing coolant to leak in and blow eventually if gone on a...
Oh, okay. I knew their engines were like the pistons are sideways. I knew their engines were weird. How's that different than any other engine though? Aren't the pistons just like straight on Outbacks versus like most engines are in like a V or whatever kind of? Or at least I know older engines. I don't know anything about new engines or new cars. Like as far as how also I think TTS might have died. Rotary engines. Dang. What if I put one right there? If it's stick way out in the river. Don't really. I just.
Every other engine is either inline, where the pistons are straight up and down, in a line, versus the other two kinds, V60 and V90.
Oh, it connected to that
V60 is a
road.
V at a
Oops.
60-degree angle, and V90 is a V at a 90-degree angle. So for the most part, other engine formats the pistons are pulls down in the direction they'd be going anyways.
Oh, that's what you meant with sideways. Yeah, the Subaru, the pistons are sideways, so like they move back and forth sideways, not like up and down. So it's not, instead of inline ones, they'd be pulled,
Classic
gravity
Subi
would pull
boxer
them
engines.
straight down, just like gravity. V ones would be pulling, gravity would be pulling them almost the same way as they go down, and Subarus would just be pulling them, like hitting one side of the piston basically, or one side of the piston would be hitting one side of the cylinder. Oh, okay, yeah, boxer, like when it has just sideways pistons.
Porsche actually uses boxer engines almost exclusively as well, which is funny because Porsches are known for having extraordinarily high mileage when taken care of.
Interesting.
The highest mileage Porsche 911 has over 1.5 million miles.
I mean, every person I've ever known that had a Subaru have put, like, you know, a lot of miles on them and never had any problems. So I just figured, like, I've heard about people talking about, like, the engines blowing head gaskets and using oil and stuff like that, but I thought, well, maybe some people are just unlucky and they're actually, like, good engines. But maybe I just know people that are lucky. I mean, like, I guess Volkswagens too. Like, I've known people that had Volkswagens that got like 200,000 or 300,000 miles on them.
I mean, I shit on Chevy and Jeep
like,
all day because they leak oil like a MFER, but they'll still run for
they're really
200k
good
miles
or
on
whatever.
regular maintenance with all
But
those
like
issues.
a lot of Volkswagens are
Having
like.
a Porsche would be cool.
Well, I guess I don't know. I
VW
guess
mostly
maybe
has
Volkswagens
electrical
get a lot
issues
of
and crap.
miles.
Old VW was
Does everything
actually
else
really
tear
good.
up? I don't get why people use parking places so much. Like, I built this and they're just lining up to go park. This game is weird. The other game, you just basically didn't do parking. Like, they had parking lots, but I never placed any. Having a Porsche would be cool, but they're freaking expensive. People turning around in the middle of the road here again. Or, oh, they're just going through maybe and getting into...
RWB 911 would prob be my dream car.
This part of town is just fine. The way I set all this up. I gotta figure out what to do differently here. Oh, I guess it's because people are getting on here, where down here I just pipe people off of the freeway straight in the street. I should maybe just get rid of all those exits and maybe just have these. But maybe make like 2 lanes that come up here. Like I have
Singer
3 lanes
DLS
down
911.
there. Get rid of that road and make this interchange larger.
My bad 934 fifths.
See what? Okay, that's how you see what you're doing underground.
Yeah, those are dope too.
That'll make them merge like that, right? Still, I think. It's underground, I can't see how the lanes are, so I guess I'll see. Fix this. I don't know what I want to do here. I don't actually know what what these cars are. Oh, like old Porsche. I think I've seen those before. Singer D
Porsche is my favorite
LS
European
911.
manufacturer, as much as I would hate to do maintenance on one. Carrot.
Cool. Or do they suck doing maintenance on? Or are they hard to work on, I guess?
Gorgeous machines, but the electronics and the fact they're almost all mid-engine, if not all.
Oh. Volkswagens have really bad electronics, so I guess Porsches probably do too. Oh, that. There we go. Let me get 2. Hey, that kind of works. They have 3. Oh, they can go into all lanes in a traffic circle this way too. These 2 lanes can get off. And if you want to keep going that way, if I ever actually build anything over here.
I hate doing work on VW, Audi, and BMW. I can't imagine Porsche.
Oh yeah, I've always heard that
My next dream car is a Reliant Robin.
BMWs are expensive and hard to work on also.
R35 GTR, and Mitsubishi Evo V and up.
That's all good. Probably work okay until it gets down. That's because of this. I can't fix this because traffic circle. Probably can't. There, but I've never. Nope.
Holy roundabouts.
Do you think it's too many? I. This works better down here. These are really close together, but then I made the roads kind of go
Needs more
that way.
TBH.
Needs more. Oh. Oh no. Now this is backing up. There's so many people getting on and off the freeway here. Shoot. The car. Oh, that's because of the wreck.
Do you
This
intend for
is-
Formula Drift to buy out the main
that
road for an
happened.
evening?
No. And this is backing up too. I'm just getting where I have too much traffic in the city because I've expanded it. Like, oh, it's 36,000 people now. All these little 2-lane roads just can't handle it hardly anymore.
This song is only fitting.
Oh, I don't have, wait, why does it have, did you request something earlier? Because it has 2 songs in it. It has this. You might have requested this last stream and I never played it. And then it has what you just requested. Next one after this.
Run, better run. Feet don't touch the ground.
Oh yeah, I requested this song last stream.
Oh, okay. So you kind of almost have to have roundabouts because the traffic does like stupid stuff, like intersections. The lights will turn green where people can go like straight, and all the left turns are like unprotected. So then you'll have people that try to turn left and they'll just like block the middle of the intersection and stuff like that. I need to find it happening. The traffic's really, I mean, it works okay some, and then
I hate
why
left
does-
turns across traffic.
why does that have a turn like that where people drive out of the circle backwards and go around? That worries me. This road is backed up around to this one. My gosh.
Down, so down. It only just begun. So careless, you're missing.
And if people do like that, they just like pull out. Oh, they're trying to go around that
Oh,
way.
did any of you see that the GTA V trailer will be released next month?
No, I don't want to say this. I have maybe never played a GTA game, so I don't keep up with them.
Oh hissy.
That's probably weird. Never played a GTA game. I figured you and Chicken would probably have problems with that. I don't actually know if
Not
Chicken
really.
ever played GTA, but it seems like something he might play. Yeah, I've just never actually played a GTA game, so I don't play that many games really. I'll usually find like a main game like Beat Saber.
Everybody plays their own things.
Would play more Beat Saber, but I freaking messed up my knee and I hadn't been able to walk for the last month. So
I only
I've
played
been playing
GTA
more
5 a long time ago in
City
college.
Skylines instead.
On PS3.
Still, Beat Saber is like my main game, and I can play City Skylines and maybe Overwatch, and then like I just don't need any games to play after that. That like can pretty much, you know, take up all my time. Like place you say a long time ago in college. Oh, I see. There's so many people that go around. I think I just needed. I made these so long. I think I need another 3 street going through. Maybe I should like get this and end it. Those are quite a ways away. Apart intersections. Yep, now it's this. Ba, ba, ba. Where's park? I just move you over here out of the way for right now. Park. Alright, now that I've pissed all those people off, destroying their houses and businesses, put the park back there. Oh, cool. That's fine. Might as well put roundabouts when I can to fix some of this, which I can't hear because of that parking garage while we're listening to the song. I don't need one. Okay. That's like... This is just, these are intersections are kind of too close together. That's the main problem here. I should just move the water thing and, well, my tree farm isn't really, can make this come over and run into there. Well, it made the traffic like almost none on this road other than like right here.
How does this run, by the
But
way?
now this
I heard
road
the people
is
have about 55k
crazy
polys for no
freaking,
reason.
Like zoomed in right here, I have like 27 FPS. If you zoom out like this, it's like 21. It's worse right now because it's I think because of the rain. And my city is getting larger. It ran really bad. Like the first 3 days, I got it the day it came out. They came out with a patch like 3 days later that made me get about double FPS. Like I had been getting like I'm not getting double now, but my city's way larger. I had like a city with like 6K people, and I would get like 20 or 25 FPS, and I was getting like 40 or 50 FPS after the hotfix came out, like 3 days later. Probably if that hadn't come out, oh, I also have my game on high. I've seen a lot of people say they
On
had
release,
to like
the
turn it down
4090 at
onto like
1080p could only hit 30 consistently on average.
yeah, it's weird. I've seen people say with like 3080s and crap they could only. Well, I'm saying it doesn't run as bad. Even on release, it doesn't run as bad for me as it does some people. Maybe the processor has something. Maybe it's part. It doesn't seem. It seems definitely graphics heavy. Like it just maxes out my graphics card and doesn't really do much CPU wise. Because I had seen that people saying that like they had
The devs
4090s
didn't spend any time optimizing the
and they
game and
couldn't
tried
get,
to
like,
say, you don't
30
benefit
FPS
from bring
and
above
stuff.
30 FPS.
I haven't seen them try to say that exactly, but like they said it wasn't optimized enough before it came out, like warned people. And it still doesn't like. I don't know if they should have actually released it before they got it fixed or not. Like they basically said that it wasn't going to run good enough and just went ahead and released it anyways. So that depends on, you know, I guess the person, how you feel about that. But I haven't seen them try to say
They're fixing
that
it,
is
but
good
they
enough.
basically said they didn't try and get it to run above 30.
I see. Maybe a traffic circle there. That's a big break.
Which is such a lazy mentality.
That structure probably not going to help because this is just going to back up into here. I don't really want to put traffic circles all the way across here. Oh, that like lines. Oh, it's because that's not a 4-lane, right? But yeah, if they hadn't done the hotfix, probably with my city as big as it is now, I'd be running in like the teens. Like, it was a little bit annoying, the FPS before the hotfix. Since then, it runs, like, you know, just fine. Like, I am running at, like, 25 FPS right now, but I mean, this is pretty playable at 25 FPS. Like, City Skylines 1, by the time I installed all the mods I had and stuff, some of them made it run worse and stuff like that. It would only run in, like, I'd get, like, around 20 or 25. So far this game has been... I do have a smaller city with this game, though. So far it's been running about the same as City Skylines 1, but once I get, like, up above, like, up to, like, 150k people, it might kind of get unplayable. But it definitely seems to be weird with different computers, too. Like, I've seen people that have graphics cards way faster than mine say they get way lower FPS than I get. And that seems like pretty consistent too. Like you'll see people saying they get really bad or really good FPS and it doesn't seem to At least to me, it didn't really seem to make that big a difference what card they have. I mean, it does some, but it's really strange. I've seen some people say they get really bad FPS with like a 4090 and then somebody else have like a 3080 and say
my
it
3
runs
gig
fine.
GTX 1060 when I still had it was able to do things that it probably shouldn't have been able to do.
Like he's saying some cards maybe just... Yep, that didn't huff at all. Run better. Oh, people might be trying to go here to come down here and get on the internet. I never thought about that. That's why this internet. Well, that is funny. It made the traffic much better here, other than a little bit there. This is just freaking horrendous. Gotta figure out what to do about that. Now, I fixed the traffic on this road, at least for now. And all this is okay except for... Maybe there's some... Yeah, this game is pretty buggy. Like, there's bugs I've seen people, like, I read about, and then... I mean, I've found quite a few bugs just playing and stuff, too. But, like, it runs better for me. Better, better than I thought it would by hearing people talk about it on the internet. I think people overblow how bad it runs a little bit, but it might actually just run way worse for some people, like I think it does. But it is pretty... I mean, it does kind of run bad some, and it's buggy some, so it's not like a bug-free, like, polished game. It definitely does have some problems. But it's fun enough to play. I've been having just as much fun playing it as the first game. Man, this is just people backed up because of the crosswalk. Oh, this will eventually work its way out. It's just backed up so much. It's gotta get through all that traffic. Weird how it's groups of people. Oh, it must be I'm getting stuck at traffic lights. Oh, is the game getting people to get off and sending them that way now instead of the interstate? Oh, yep. That's why it's groups of people coming into town. That is weird. Somehow I've changed stuff enough the AI is like sending people up there some. Oh, maybe because this is backed up so bad. Definitely could be it. That building seems like it's supposed to have a road there. That's backed up, so the whole line of cars going around that way. It's almost 1. I should probably go ahead and up for the night. I've been thinking that for a while, but I haven't gotten off yet, so maybe I should just stop now. Make myself. Don't just keep playing. I can try to fix the rest of the traffic later. Just have that, and then obviously the interstate can't handle all the traffic. This is what happens when you have everyone live here, and then all the jobs are down here. Then you make them all commute. I was hoping more people would use the subways, but it doesn't seem like that many people are actually using them. Seven. Ugh. "24-hour line." Okay. I mean, it looks like a lot of people. Yeah. Some of the people walking in. So. Well, what's happening here? Game's sending more people down here randomly, even though it wasn't earlier. They're all trying to take the road and go into town this way. Cute. I might just have to make like my like big roads. I might just have to make half of them traffic circles. The traffic circles like handle so much traffic. Fit. Hey, this ungridlocked stuff somehow. Oh, 6-lane roads in the other game didn't take up any more room. They just didn't have parking, I thought. I think. But in this game, they actually take up more room. Trying to see if I can just take roads over the traffic circle, get rid of it. I want to just have a regular intersection. Yes, I have to. Does it? Oh, I can just. Oh, I can just click on it and bulldoze it, and it turns back into an intersection. Wow, that's. Guess I did put that right up. Wow. They have like a fence on the roadway. What? Why are people, oh my gosh, getting off the exit ramp and then getting right back on the interstate? What is this crap? Oh, it's because the game all of a sudden decided it's going to start sending people up the interstate instead of through town again.
I see people do that in person.
I do occasionally too, but like, this game is weird too. How the AI, like, I have having all those traffic problems over there because it started sending people down the road. And you know, you were so earlier it was backed up here, everyone piled up here. Now there's just all of a sudden. I think what it did was it decided to send everyone that way, so the cars that had already got here that it couldn't send down here, it just sent them all straight across. Like, I do occasionally see people do that here, like you said you do in person, but not usually like most of the cars. But like, there's no one turning left anymore. Whatever was making it want to send
Not
people
en
that
masse,
way
no.
is stopped. Man, that was backed up. It backed up the whole interstate all the way down there. Start clearing out. Well, that'll solve all my traffic problems on this road, but this just because the game was sending people off the interstate up here and then like through here. Dude, none of this has hardly any traffic now. I wonder if it's sending all those people up to this exit now or something. Like, I wonder what changed.
I should sleep, have a good stream of Meg.
Right. Night. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I hope this wasn't too freaking boring. I mean, Chicken calls it paint drying because it's, you know, yeah. I guess kind of like paint drying, like boring, but really not too much. Yeah. Hope you have a nice night, Jordan. And thanks for stopping by. That's gonna get people
It's
up
2
there
in the morning
faster.
for me
I'll
and
try
I
and follow
usually
next
lay
year.
down by 10 p.m. so
Oh,
my brain is
gosh.
just kinda running, that's
Yeah,
it.
so it's like really, really late for you. There are 2 lanes going that way, 2 lanes going this way. I'll fix that. We go. Right. Up. Work. Oh, it made that. Yep, it screwed it all up there. Huh. Looks bad, but it's functional. Yeah, hope you have a nice sleep. 107. I should saying that. Really bad about that. Get over it back here. Wait until right here. Not, I mean, it's not traffic jam. Lane right there. Going. Think. 2 left for lanes will be. The right lane will go. And it'll add another right lane. If I made it better or worse. It's definitely 3 lanes and then another one adds on. Not using them both right now. You don't. Well, I think all the other traffic, the game is sending it up on this exit, the stuff that was like going up this road. So I guess we'll see how the traffic circles handle just all this piling on off the interstate. Guess it works fine until like somebody stops in the middle of the road. And it still seems to be fine even with that happening. Not backing up here. People are just going by it each way. And this doesn't back up like it used to. This 3 Street here kind of fixed that. This actually. I'm using more power. Getting dark and my solar panels didn't have a chance to charge up all the way. Gosh. Going that way. Getting off the interstate and going around. Going back up there. That would explain why, and then getting on interstate there or something. That would explain why this is backing up all of a sudden. And this. This is handling the traffic going that way. It's like there's a lot of people. Coming for stuff where they yield and they are not yielding. Traffic light. Stop sign.
Gah, the traffic jams for no reason exist in this game.
Pretty much, just from cars doing stupid stuff. Seems like taking the traffic lights out and putting stop signs there make it work better because the cars don't hardly even stop. They just like kind of almost just slow down.
When one person hits the brakes, it starts a cascade behind them.
Uh-huh. And then, like, I don't know what's going on here. See, you can see yield
People
signs.
don't know how to use roundabouts.
Yield signs right there. See? These cars are supposed to yield. Why are they driving through? Why are these people stopping for them? Like, what's going on here? Like, they have the right of way. Why are the yield people like it's so annoying? Like, you know, this shouldn't back up. It's like, I guess this might back up the other way, but like, the game doesn't even follow its own rules. These people are obviously not yielding.
Roundabouts are really good when used properly.
Yeah, they are. I don't know if people in this game know how to, oh. Wow. Use roundabouts.
Have you all seen the new setup where they'll cross the lanes on overpasses? Wait, that is
Cross?
3 lanes turning into 1 with a yield.
Wait, where? Here? Or back here? This is like
Where
a
you
3
just
lane.
were. Yeah.
This is like 3 lanes and it turns into 2 lanes right at the intersection. And then the 2 lanes go through. I mean, unless you're talking about the 1 lane there. That's just for people that are coming around this way to get on the freeway. I had a lot of cars here. They were all going this way and getting on the freeway. I think that's what's happening here. The game decided the freeway traffic here, instead of going over here and using its nice exit, going from freeway to freeway, and these people going over here and getting on the freeway, I think it's sending them all. It's decided this is faster, so it's sending them down this road, and then it's bottlenecking because it's not made for the traffic because they're supposed to get on here and, you know, merge in.
Wait, NVM, that's technically 2 lanes where 2 lanes also have to yield.
Right here? Yes, two lanes going there, and then these are, you know, supposed to be yielding.
I guess you could just eliminate the exit there.
Guess I could. It would just be these farm people can't get on interstate, but like, I don't even need an exit there really. Maybe that makes it too confusing for the AI. Like, you'd think with backing up this bad, it'd be like, oh, that's not fast anymore. All right, send everyone this way now. But look, it's like not even using this exit. The nice interchange between interstates, it's just piling everybody on here. It was sending people
divert where
this
the
way
road
into
has to yield
town
further down the
and
road.
down that way. Where are all those people going? Is it sending them all down here someplace or something? Maybe just no one's headed into town here right now. I mean, this backs up too because everybody on the freeway tries to get onto into 1 lane instead of cruising down here. They're still doing 1 lane here also, but wasn't backing up down there before. But I mean, that just because it's going slow here. Down here they can just cruise through, and then I made a really, really long. They have until there to merge. This is hilarious. It's backed up to here now.
Why is no one end that stretch of highway? On.
This stretch?
Oof.
This stretch right here? Or... I like scroll so fast. It's kind of hard because I don't know where you were talking about now.
Walnut.
Oh, Walnut. I don't even know where is Walnut.
And green.
Probably. Walnut. I went all the way up there, but I was down here first. So it's got to be here. All right, time to. Oh, there's green. Oh,
No, back
Walnut.
where you were.
Okay. Oh, there's Walnut right there in green. Well, nobody's on Walnut going that way because the game's sending them all down this road instead. So this basically doesn't exist. I don't know why no one's coming down green. Usually it would send people down this way and then down here. So I'm guessing all those cars, it's just sending them down here now or down this exit. I'm not sure why it just all of a sudden decided to, what is going on here?
Wait, the road is cut off.
Where? Wait, where?
Oh, unless that is an overpass.
Oh, that, I don't know which overpass you saw, but yeah. There's an overpass there. I don't think anything's cut off because if I had something cut off, it would flash like road disconnected sign thingy. Kind of like these for the traffic. That traffic is because I made a road here going into another town. And
Yeah, look, that weird figure 8 thing.
These weird figure 8 things? These? Or... Oh wait, weird figure 8 thing. Like the interchange? That? Oh, are you talking... Oh, that's a tunnel. It tunnels under. If you're talking about that. See, car?
Yeah.
Car come out.
Oh.
Yep. The freeway tunnels under, and then the other road goes across the top of that weird, elongated traffic
It looked like it
circle
just
thing.
cut off.
Yeah, it does kind of, the way the freaking concrete looks in this game. It's really weird compared to how it looks and, like, you know, being used to the other game. So I guess this is all worked its way out, and they're all just here trying to cram into this one lane and get on the interstate.
Maybe that stretch of highway going left and right aren't needed.
Oh, like, you talking about this stretch right here?
Yeah.
Well, it would be needed if it wasn't sending them all on
No
this
one is on it.
road. Yeah. What I need to do is just take up this exit ramp, and then it'll use the highway like it's supposed to. Like, I made this whole interstate. It goes over and it runs back into the other interstate. You know, it makes sense. Oh, it's sending people down this way a little bit now. It's just for some reason the AI, instead of sending people
Maybe
this
restart
way,
your city.
it started sending them that, like, off the interstate, down the road, and back on the interstate. Funny. Restart my city? Oh no. I have 37,000 people. It's taking me so long to get up to here.
What is
Although,
your city called?
I actually don't remember. Colburn. Or whatever. Oh, I finally made it into the save area. This is a good time to actually save and stop. Because I've been talking about doing that for like at least 30 minutes. Whoa, I had 31,000 people last time.
Name it Bassoon.
I've grown it a lot. I've gone from 31 to 37. Bassoon? You want this city named after you, Bassoon? That would be really funny. Maybe get Bassoon.
Yes.
Alrighty. I'll play the game again tomorrow and name it Bassoon in the next save. Oh gosh. Yeah, if I restarted it, wouldn't take me near as long to build the city up again. Like, cause like I did that just today, which is why I have more people. And I've spent most of the time today just messing with traffic. And I know how to handle traffic maybe a little bit better. Most of it is just stupid stuff though, like the AI sending people down a road like that instead of the interstate. The first game, you'd have too much traffic because the cars would pile up in one lane instead of multiple, so you just had to move the roads around to get them to go where you wanted to. This game, the cars use all the lanes, so if the AI is like using the roads right, you don't have near as much traffic. But then it does stupid stuff like that, like getting people to go off the freeway and back on, and it seems to change a lot. So like you make your roads one way and the AI is like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this over here. And then it does that for a while, and then like, so you think about changing the roads, and then it goes back to like what it was doing or whatever. Kind of freaking irritating. So I've noticed some of the traffic, when stuff backs up, I'll just decide to ignore it instead of fixing it. And if I ignore it long enough, a lot of times the AI will go decide to do something else, and then the traffic will get better again. Really funny. Like, if you just ignore traffic in this game, it just goes away, like, part of the time. Wonder if I should bother rating anyone. It says I have 3 viewers. I could rate. Satisfactory. I want to play this game. It looks really fun. I've watched Fonks play it before. It looked fun. And I was going to go to bed by 1, but I told myself. Now it is late. Did it do anything? I could just go straight to bed.
I go bed too.
Great night, chicken. Thanks for hanging out. Hope it wasn't too boring. I might try to stream Beat Saber tomorrow.
Click that new game button.
Well, I already saved, so if I clicked the new game button, it'd be fine. I could just go back to my save. You're just trying to get me to delete my my freaking city, troll. If I practice enough standing on both legs, and I can get my native bend straight enough, I could play standing up Beat Saber tomorrow. I just wouldn't be able to jump back and forth, maybe. It seems like I'm pushing it a lot, but it could theoretically be possible. Alright, race your start. Bye!
For one